But what do you know? It's Faugh Balla. It's been a little bit since I've done a video for him. I think the last one I did was like January, STRV S1 on the Melanovka map or something like that. So anyway, today he's in his Object 777, which is a Soviet Tier 9 heavy that you can get out of the Battle Pass. And if you don't have this thing, you know, in a couple of weeks you should have enough Battle Pass tokens to pick it up. And as you can see, it's a very squatty little tank. It's very the profile is very slim, and it's a tough target if it's working a ridge line. And that's exactly what he's going to be doing. It's kind of be down in the ridge line of the bowl area on this Prokhorovka map. His team's going to spawn on the north side, and he's going to basically just be out in the open in harm's way the whole time, getting shot at, and just trying to be he's going to be a thorn in the side of the enemy the whole game. So great job, Faugh, for keeping the pressure on the enemy, man. Dude, I don't know how you pulled this off, man, but you did. So anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoy it. Without further ado, let's get to it. Thanks for watching. Go Faugh! So Faugh's team's got the north spawn, and when the game gets going, he is going to do a half right face, and he's going to push down to right about, I don't know, E2 kind of area, just right before you crest into that little bowl area. And he's just going to sit there and kind of work that ridge line and try to draw fire, take pop shots at targets opportunity, and try to get the enemy team to shoot at him. Because if he can do that, he can get him spotted potentially. There's no light tanks on this in this match today. It's just TDs, heavies, mediums, and arty. Odd matchmaking. This is a spotter's paradise map, and so, but not today. Today it is what you got. So here we go. He's got that summer camouflage powder on it. It looks really good on this tank. And here we go. His team's got a SU-152, a Panther, a Super Hellcat. Let's go to T-50. This is a Tier 9, Tier 7 through Tier 9 match. And here we go. So he's going to pull up. He's going to hold short right here on this little ridge line. And he's just going to sit here and work his ridge line back and forth. Just like the enemy teams. Their WZ is going to be working. It's doing basically the same thing to his left, working like the train tracks. For the heavies, typically go on the head. You know, a lot of times they fight the tracks. And if you get spotted, here we go. There's an opening shot. So if you get spotted, that kind of thing can happen to you. I don't know if. Hopefully his team was able to take a shot on the guy. I mean, you see he does get spotted, which is okay. Fully expected this to happen. He's very you know, close to the ground. You know what I mean? So he's got a very low profile, head on. So he's going to be a really hard target to hit. He can poke up and only expose just a little bit of himself. Ooh, there we go. So you got looks like the is it the AT-25 or T-25 AT, which is the Tier 7. We'll take a shot where he saw the round fly from the arty. Once he gets reloaded, he takes the shot. Don't know if he hit anything. So the Scope T-50 is basically doing circles in a little bowl right here. Once again, trying to get the enemy team to, you know, to shoot and give away their positions. And if you're not double bush, man, you're gonna get spotted, and then there's a good chance you're gonna be dead pretty quickly. The T-25 AT back down behind that little ridge line. There's a little bit of cover there. The enemy team does have a GW Panther, which is a pretty decent arty, but he doesn't have a whole lot of rounds. So nevertheless, he's going to be flinging a pile of them Faugh's way. If you look at his team's deployment, we have an Oni sitting in the the back of the map, that's not doing anything. We have a T-25 AT that's sitting in the back of the map, not doing anything. There's the enemy GW Panther getting involved. This almost has the look of kind of what Klaus has been talking about with this game rigging cheating. I mean, it's what it kind of looks like, but I don't know. There's not 3 of them, so. I don't know for the life of me they would be sitting way back there. I never could figure. The Faugh is just sitting here working this ridge line, Standard B's over there on the 0 line. He's at the bottom of that hill trying to keep the enemy on the hill. On that 0 line, trying to keep them kind of sort of lit up. The UDES is pulled down and is pushing the Standard B off his position. You got a Progetto sitting over on the train tracks. It's just a hodgepodge. Everybody's in the wrong position, man. It's just a hot mess. And look at the Object 263. He pulled out in the open and accomplished absolutely nothing except for dying like a Muppet. I don't understand that play whatsoever. If he would have stayed over here on this 1 and 2 line, he would have had a lot, you know. It's where he needed to be. But to pull out and open like that, man, and expose your sides to anybody that wants to take a pop shot at you, it was just. Maybe his phone was ringing and he had to get dead. I don't know, man, why people do stuff like that. I mean, it's not like the game's over with. It's still pretty close. It's only down by 1. So the Emil it almost looks like the Emil 1 was trying to make it over to the hill where the Standard B is over on the 0 line, and he just couldn't get there quick enough. And now he's out in the open, and so he just stopped in his tracks. He's not doing nothing. He's just sitting there. Who knows if he's even shooting his gun. I doubt he even has the eyes. Maybe he does. I don't know. But you have an Oni playing TD. An Emil is not doing anything. The UDES 03 medium, the UDES 03 TD is going down the train tracks. He's trying to potentially get eyes on the hill. So all that's left over here on Faugh's side is the Super Hellcat himself, with the Artie sitting in the background to give him a little bit of support. They're only down by 1, but my word, how quickly this team has given up the 2 line. Just except for him and the Hellcat, Super Hellcat. We can sit here and talk about strategies and strategies. Yes. Well, we all know how this map plays out. It's a game of patience, man. You let the other team push, let them push into your guns. They get lit up, etc., and then you just beat the bejesus out of them. Oh, here we go. I guess you have a shot on the WZ. The WZ is dead. That's good. And look at that. How quickly. Now they're up by 2, which is a beautiful thing. Just about to pass the 8-minute mark. Takes a blind shot where he thinks the T-25 AT is sitting, which is the tier 7, which leads after the Jackson, leads down to the T-95, T-110E3 line, which just got nerfed. I mean, the T-110E3 was a beast forevermore a beast. T-95 too. He's looking up here on top of this hill. He's gonna take a blind shot. Don't know if he hit. Doesn't look like he did. Doesn't spot anybody. Doesn't draw anybody's fire. I think the enemy team is sitting still, just like like his team is. It's kind of almost like a stalemate. Now they're down by 1. Let's see if you can get a shot. And this is this Tyrion 7-1. Ooh. Nice. Hits him for 484. I mean, that's a huge hit, man. This tank hits really good. And it does a nice amount of damage per shot, which is definitely welcome. It's tier 9, so it really needs to. He takes a shot and he kills the Centurion 7-1, and that's his first kill. He does get spotted, which is fine. He's trying to see if he can get another shot, and boom, he takes out the T-25 AT. So he had actually dove off the top of that hill, was spotting for his team, and now we got the SU-101 sitting down here in the wide open. He just hit him for 460 hit points, and that's amazing. The only problem is it's just you know, he went dark, so there's nobody over here really spotting. He's a spotter essentially. Faugh has assumed the role of the spotting tank. The Super Hellcat's has pulled back, which is fine, and there's the SU. SU is dove off the road into the low ground, and Faugh doesn't have a shot on him, so Faugh wisely decides it's time to back up. Now give this dude a little bit of breathing room. So he does get spotted again. It means he's got to be right here next to him somewhere. It's going to be a proxy spot, I would imagine, and sure enough, there he is. So it looks like the funny thing was, he takes out the SU-101, which is his third kill, but he got proxy spotted, and I guess, I don't know, I mean, he had to have been the one that took that spotted the SU. I suppose it's possible that the Super Hellcat did, but man, it just I don't know how one can outspot the other. I guess if you don't have crew skills, and maybe that can be done, but who can say? Hard to say. I know most TD drivers usually train concealment and then brothers in arms first. You know, not all, but I would say a vast majority. So now they're up by 1. Looks like the Oni has finally decided to get off the hill, and he's pushed up to the, the back hill is now pushed up to the hill. We have a T-25 AT sitting up on top of the hill. I guess he's sniping. FV-202 is working down the center of the train track, so still hadn't gained really any significant amount of map control. It's still 50-50 split nearabouts. It looks like the Oni may be potentially trying to climb the hill. Looks like Faugh's decided he's going to push over into the bowl right here. And awesome. So he's made this push. We're passing almost a 3.5 minute mark here in a few seconds. So there's the round. We saw the Artie round fly. So I was wondering maybe he might take a little more shot, and it looks like he decides not to. 3 minutes are left. 3.5 minutes. The Oni has decided to retreat from the hill. The SU-152 is still trying to snipe. The T-25 is still trying to snipe. The Super Hellcat's sitting back. The FE-4202 is sitting center. We're still 50% map control. If that. There's the 3 minute mark. And here pretty soon, Faugh's going to get tired of sitting here. If we just had a fast mover. I mean, think if the T-25 was to come down, was to switch flanks and come down the bush line and get these dudes shooting. I mean, the T-25's got a pretty good gun. The FE-4202 would have been a great candidate, but all in all, man, that dude would have been killed pretty quickly. There's still a couple heavy hitters over here on this 1 and 2 line. That can sure enough dish out the damage, and there goes the GW Panther Artie. He gets tracked, and right now his teammate Artie is still trying to zoom in. I saw a tree fall. and how quickly he went dark. So Faugh has decided he's had enough, and he's going to push into him, which is good because there's a Semavente CC56 over here. He's got a pretty decent gun. There's a Comet over here. There's a Tiger over here. Yeah. And so there we go. There's a Semavente CC56. He's getting worked over. And there's Artie. This takes out Artie, which is his 4th kill. They're still down by they're ahead by 3. Right, so they're still down by hit points, so he's pulling up to see if he can get a shot. Less than a minute left. There's an Astron Rex over to his left. He's going to swing around and try to get a shot on him. Fortunately, he didn't get the kill there. I think if he, instead of auto aiming and it just took the shot, he might have would have got it off in time to get the kill. Yeah, it is what it is. 30 seconds left, more or less. And there you go. There's the Comet, and then the Tiger. And he's getting smoked. He hit the Tiger for 477. He's getting some assist damage. His teammates taking shots on the Tiger 1. 13 seconds left. He smashes the Tiger for 471. One of his teammates takes him out. 5 seconds left. He doesn't have enough time. His teammates didn't push hard enough, and then that's going to be a draw. And so there you go. Yeah, that sucks. So unfortunately, right now, World of Tank Replays is jacked up with this new update 1.20. So it doesn't show any information. So I'm going to try to just wing this as the best I could. So, yeah, I don't know. This is all it shows. But I know Faugh got first class mastery badge. He did remember that. So he did 4,012 damage by shooting his gun. He had 1674 assist damage for a combined 5683. He blocked 1160 damage. I assume that he got fire for effect, possibly steel wall. Who knows? Maybe shell proof. I have no way to tell. So, man, it's a tough game, man. Especially when your team doesn't push, and his team really didn't. Except for him, he was out in the open the whole time. And his team just got vaporized. And that's the thing, man. You got to be patient, let them come to you, and they just didn't. So, and with no light tanks, it's tough. It's a tough game. So, Faugh, thank you so much for sending the game to me, man. It's been too long. I do appreciate it, man. And it's unfortunate the way it turned out. If you'd have had about 20 more seconds, you could have pulled it off. I guarantee it. So, anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoy it. And please leave a comment. And if you feel so inclined, subscribe if you're new. Sure would appreciate it. So anyway, y'all take care, have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.